Hi, Dr. Eskinos here, Dean of Admission at Hebrew Academy. By now, you've watched our other video chapters and you're thinking to yourself, how am I going to make Hebrew Academy tuition work for my family? I'm here to help you figure it out, so here we go. 60% of our families receive tuition assistance from our school. We have a long history of being an incredibly generous and giving school. Remember, a core value of our school is that Jewish children should be in a Jewish school. So we're going to make this work. The first step is that you will receive your full price tuition contract via email once your child has been admitted to the school. That contract is going to scare you because it's full price. You will need at that time to e-sign the contract and send it back with the $200 registration fee. That registration fee is non-refundable, but it does go toward your tuition payments, which is incredibly helpful when you're getting started with your tuition plan. The next step will be to create an account with a place called Fax Management. Fax is an organization that helps private schools collect their tuition payments, and it also helps schools to figure out the amount that should be awarded for financial aid. Now, Fax is a wonderful company, and you're going to be asked to upload a lot of documents, and we're going to go through exactly what documents you will need to upload to them. In addition to uploading those documents to Fax Management, Hebrew Academy asks you to go one step further, and that is to print each of those documents out and send them in to us as a complete financial aid packet. The reason for that is that Fax Management will put all of your financial information into a computer-based algorithm, and that algorithm will give an award based on what the computer thinks that you should have. At Hebrew Academy, aside from looking at the Fax Management Award, we also have a scholarship committee of financial planners that will closely look at your application and your documents to determine if the Fax Award is really fair or if perhaps you might need an award that's adjusted according to your own family's needs. So we ask, again, not only do you upload it to Fax, but you also print the documents out hard copy and send it in as a complete packet to the admissions office. In addition to the Fax application, we also have a 3-page paper application that's a supplemental application that you'll need to fill out. If you've already received the financial aid packet from us, you receive that. And if you haven't, that's something that once we receive your admissions application from you, we would send to you. Some of that information might feel a little redundant, but it's slightly nuanced to give us just a little more information about your family and what your family in particular may need. Lots of times families will say to me, okay, Amy, bottom line, what's my scholarship award going to be? What am I really eligible for? And the truth of the matter is, I can't give you an estimate. First of all, our scholarship committee never gives estimates. And second of all, what your family receives will be based on what your family needs, not on what other families have received in the past and what they needed. So please keep in mind that every scholarship award is unique for every family. Okay, so some of the documents that you're going to need to send will include proof that you have applied for the following different scholarship opportunities: Step Up for Students, AAA, and if you have a child going into pre-kindergarten, the VPK scholarship. These are all programs that are set up to give your family money. They're very generous. The awards for VPK are around $1,600 a year, which is great. AAA and Step Up for Students is income-based, and in the past, it's been around $6,500 to $7,500 per family. It can be need-based, or it can be through what's called family empowerment. There's a lot of different opportunities there. Additionally, if your child receives McKay or Gardner, we do accept those programs as well. So you would need to send in proof of McKay or Gardner in lieu of Step Up for Students, AAA, or VPK. We would also need your 2018 and 2019 tax returns, your W-2s and your 1099s. We need your bank statements for the last 6 months and your paycheck stubs for the last 3 months. Additionally, we need you to fill out a form. It's called IRS Form 4605-T. You can download that from Google. That basically just gives us permission to receive an original copy of your tax return. It's not something we use very often, but sometimes when the tax returns are sent in to us, we can't read through them or portions are cut off. So it just gives us the availability to be able to see it more clearly. If applicable, if your family receives Social Security income, child support, food stamps, workers' compensation, or any other sources of income, we would need proof of that as well. If you happen to be self-employed, we would need your 2018 tax returns, your 1120 or your 1120S, also your 2019 tax returns as well. And we need a balance sheet. Balance sheet is like your profit and loss statement. It's usually a spreadsheet that shows us basically your profits versus your losses for your business. If you're not self-employed, you don't need to worry about that. Very important that in your scholarship application that you are completely forthcoming about any source of revenue that you have. A lot of families feel that if they just don't share a lot of information with us, it'll look like you're more in need. But the truth of the matter is we all have debt. We have mortgages or rent, car payments, credit card payments, student loans, whatever it may be. So anything that you have, the more information you can share with us, the better. One tip I'm going to give to all my new families is to write a letter to our scholarship committee. Explain your circumstances. Maybe you just moved and you have first and last month's rent. Maybe you're between jobs. Maybe grandma just moved into the house and you have medical bills that you have to cover for her. Maybe you're expecting another baby. Maybe it's the first time you're paying private school tuition and you're just not sure you can make it work. Anything that your financial paperwork that you're submitting doesn't tell us about your family and your unique circumstances is really helpful for us to know. The more we know about your family, the more helpful and more generous we can be to make school more affordable for you. Once all these documents have been received, and once we've received your signed contract and your registration fee, the scholarship committee will convene and they will review your scholarship packet. They spend hours looking at each and every one of these. It's not a fast process. Sometimes the decision gets delayed a little bit because they want to make a decision that's fair for you. Remember, 60% of our families apply for scholarship. It takes a long time to get through all of those scholarship applications. So your patience is really, really very much appreciated. This might seem onerous and overwhelming, but we are here to help you. We'll work with you to make tuition as manageable as we can. Remember, more families receive financial aid than who don't. We value your family as future warriors, and we want you and your children to become a part of the Hebrew Academy family. We can absolutely make this work for you. You're going to have questions. Send me an email, give me a call. You know by now that I'm here to help you. Take good care, and I hope to see you soon.